Well, hello everyone. We are back. Just like I said in my last video towards the end, we about vegetables, and I was going to get them kind of prepared, but I was looking at my video and it's already a little bit long. I'm like, maybe I should dedicate another video to the veggies, which will be tacked on to Saturday's video. So, and hopefully Saturday's video won't be too long. So I showed you guys the vegetables, so let's get right into it. I'm going to put you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. And I may not be quite as in focus, but we're going to concentrate on the vegetables. So 1 second here. So we have a cutting board. We got our veggies out. Let me see, I think move this back a little bit so it's not so much in the way. And let me kind of get things a little bit more in order. So I think what I'm going to start with figuring out the carrots. I was thinking about the carrots. Now I can cut some up to go into like my main mix. And I was kind of thinking of how to make maybe like a carrot and sweet potato kind of like soup or something. I'm going to let that kind of think on that, on how not so much how I would do it, because it's easy to make soup, how I would flavor it. So that's kind of in the back of my head. I have my broccoli, so what I might do is just go ahead and for my veggie mix, is just kind of start there. I'm going to go ahead and peel the potato, and for now I'm going to open this up and I will peel probably 2 carrots, but I'm not going to make you sit through all of that. That's time consuming. So I'm going to peel them and be back. Okay, we have our carrots washed, our potato washed, and we've already peeled them. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to cut it about, let's see. Maybe I should have had a bigger knife, but it's okay. Here we go. This part I'll use. This part I will put away. Well, I'll probably chop it up offline and then put it away. But this will be the ones I use to start chopping up everything into small pieces. Oops. And I'm not going to bore you guys with that, with me chopping things up. So I'll get it chopped up and then show you guys the results of my chopping. Okay, as you see, we have finished the carrots and our half of sweet potato. So this is what it is yielding. I'm going to set this to the side. I think what I will work on next might be the broccoli. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to use all of it or just part of it. I think I might just use all of this one. Maybe a little bit of that one. I don't know. This one is much smaller, so it's quite possibly I might not need it. But we're going to get started on the broccoli. And I need to get this kind of cut up pretty small into manageable pieces. And again, I'm not going to keep you guys looking at all of that. I'm going to pause it, cut it up, and come right back. And here is our broccoli, all nice and chopped up. I have the onion and garlic left, and my 2 peppers. I think I'll just kind of start off with the peppers and go from there. Again, I'm not going to show every single thing. You guys know how to chop and clean and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to get into dealing with the peppers. Then I'll probably transition over to the onion and do some of this garlic. This is the last of my garlic, so I might use half of this. We'll see what it's going to take, but I'm going to get into getting this stuff taken care of, and I'll be back. Okay, we've done it. We've cut up, right here is the onion. This right here cut up is about 4 garlic cloves. Right over here, we have our bell pepper, and we're ready to transition over to the stove. So let's head right on over there. Alrighty, I think this is nice and hot. I have let this started heating up. I've put some ghee in there, and it is melted. So we're going to start with our carrots and our sweet potato, and just do that. And I'm going to give it some stirs like this. And this is going to take a minute to cook itself down, but we're going to just let it do its thing and just stir it around and let it get nice and coated and begin to cook. Okay, this is coming along nicely. It may be time to go ahead. We're going to add in the broccoli. And now let's get it coated and cooking. And we're just going to keep stirring it around and tossing it around so it can cook. Okay, this looks nice and incorporated, and it's cooking quite nicely. Okay, we're going to go in with the peppers. And go ahead and put in our garlic and onions. Okay. Now let's get this started up. This smells so good with all the veggies cooking, and it looks really pretty. And we're just going to keep tossing it so it can all cook. This smells amazing, and it looks really, really good. So it is time to add a little bit of seasoning, and the only seasonings I'm going to use will be the Johnny's and the Montreal steak seasoning. smells good. And we're going to just give it a stir to get it all incorporated. Okay, this right here, the veggies are a done deal. Let me turn this off and show you guys. Look how beautiful this is. This will get paired with some meat and probably the cauliflower rice mixture. So, yep, another healthy staple in my house. And like I said, this video will be paired with probably my weekend one, where I pull out meat and we cook some meat and we kind of pull it all together. So I will see you on part 2 of this. Good morning, friends. So this is the other half of the video. The first half I filmed a few days ago, where I took you through my vegetable prep. Now we're going to do the meats. So remember, we had meal prep probably maybe last week. I want to say last week. We still had some beef left, so I took the beef out. I also took out some chicken breast. I marinated the chicken breast, so let's just get right into it. Hold on. It's been a morning. Hold on, let me get you guys adjusted. All right. Chicken breast right here. This has been marinating for about maybe an hour and a half. This we already had prepped last week. The beef cubes. Some people call them cube steaks, but here we are. So I'm not going to show everything because that will make the video too long. I'm going to bake these. I'm going to take these out of the solution here, pack them dry, and get them seasoned and get it cooked up, and what you will see is the final product of all of that. And the same with the beef. So I will be right back. We are back with the finished products. So the beef cubes turned into this. I put the beef cubes in the oven for about maybe 5-6 minutes. And I got my sauce together, which is just some tomato paste and lots of spices, some bone broth, and that's the beef. You can see here our chicken. The pan is still a little bit hot. Not too bad. Okay. We have some baked chicken, and I have 1 piece of fried chicken right there. So that's our meat. And remember when we did our vegetables? So this is what our vegetables turned into. So I put some of my vegetable mix that we had cooked up from the other day with some cauliflower. Normally I mix my cauliflower and rice together, but this time it's just a whole lot of cauliflower with the vegetables. And that is it. That is our meal. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to be getting this video up. I think it's a little bit longer than I would like, but I'm going to try to condense it as much as possible. So let me let me just wrap it all up. Thank you guys so much. I know this has been a lot, and some of it may have been overwhelming. I'm trying to get back into my routine of, well, it's actually a new routine now. So I'm trying to build a new routine. And I want to get to a point where I can sit down and write up a menu for the whole week, and eventually that turns into a menu for the whole month. So that's a goal. But food is done. We have food to eat. And I hope some of this food prep has inspired you guys. And if you are food prepping for the weekend, for the next week, or if you batch cook, please let me know what you're doing down below. And I will see you guys in a while. Mwah. And I do mean a short while. It won't be months. It'll be in a few days. Bye-bye. Mwah.